Hey, 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 welcome back. Welcome back to the Scorpio channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to do a general message for Scorpio. Know that energy is fluid. Rules could be reversed. Interpret the message as it best resonates with you. You also know on this channel and all my channels, I like to dive deep within the reading. So we do look at everything, but we take a lot more time to look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, and see how they play out as karmic themes, how we all understand why a person's doing what they're doing. Very important when you're dealing with a person that creates facades and illusions. We're not living their reality. We don't know what their reality is. If people have a lot of spiritual blocks, their reality is distorted, but it has the potential to trigger us. And that is where our healing begins. So we always want to know how to shape shift the energy because no one wants to stay in a place where they're frustrated, right? Again, a place of imbalance. That's really how a karmic has most of their power. Now, anything of any importance or relevance to the channel, you can find in the description box. Don't forget about my shadow healing coaching program that's launching June 1st. That link is also in the description box. Okay, let's see what the word of the video is. I'm going to pick two. I'm going to pick two words. Okay, the word of the video is betrayal. Betrayal. Ugh, so tired of the betrayal. I mean, that we just open up this energy. So automatically, even before I pull another card, I feel like you're not talking to this person because you're like, listen, they screwed me over a long time ago. They need to come back and apologize. They need to come back and apologize. Greedy. Like this person, like I feel like this person cares more about material than they do about their actual relationship. I feel like this person never really let go of someone. I feel like they stayed in connection with someone for money, but also wanted to have you. So they weren't 100% honest with you. So the underlying energy is, again, they're greedy. They don't care about anyone except for themselves. And they don't care. They don't care. Like they actually think that it's okay. And this person likes to be seen as if there's nothing wrong with them. Again, perfect, like perfectionist. And so I feel like if they were to actually leave this karmic, they would look bad. They don't want to look bad. They almost want this karmic to do all the work. But understand they're like, if they're in a relationship with you, they're distracted. If they're in a relationship with the karmic, they're distracted. This person is never 100% present with anybody, is what I feel. I feel like there's someone that's always got to be getting attention. And again, they do it by creating illusions and then lying, deceiving to get what they want and have their cake and eat it too. And then you try and tell them anything and they just deliberately like rebellious. They love to create attachments, right? They want to come in and love bomb you and get you swept off your feet, get you emotional. And so that what? That you don't pay attention to your boundaries so that you're not focused on what you got to be focused on. Meanwhile, this person acted aloof the whole time. The whole time. They act like they can take it or leave it, and that's the problem. They try to make you feel inadequate, but really they're the ones that feel inadequate. They're the ones that feel like they're out of place. So, just another person that's kind of spiritually messed up. And I have to say that only because there's a sense of, just ego and like to the point where they think it's okay to like be with, to hold on to as many people at one time as possible because they like the attention. Spotlight always has to be on them. So understand if they're going to give you more attention and then you don't give enough because hey, listen, if you have a job and you have other responsibilities, you're not going to give this person all the time. But the problem is they want to come in and they want to like love bomb you to the point that emotionally you get so caught up that you don't even think about anything else. And then they don't want to really be consistent. What they want is they want you to chase them. They want you to desire them. And I say that because they try to create an attachment. An attachment is where you are emotionally attached. However, they are not emotionally attached. They, again, that's where their power resides. When meanwhile, it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with the fact that this person feels inadequate. They don't feel like they fit in anywhere. And that's what happens when a person has wounds. They project and they project all that toxic shit onto you because they haven't healed. You're coming into a relationship with a person that's like that. That's why you're like disgusted because this person knows what they do. They create pride, but it's again, their power resides in creating attachment, which is all built upon lies and illusions. I really care. I really want this relationship emotionally. So you may be like, well, attachment, like attachment means they need you for a resource. They need you for something. It could be your status. It could be anything. It could be your money. It could be your car. It could be anything. But the attachment is that I need you, but emotionally, I'm going to get you so caught up in me that I drain you. And this is a very toxic energy. Past life karmic mate. There was no trust then, and guess what? There's no trust now either. And so this person, like again, you continually like trigger them because you're shattering their self-image. So I feel like almost like a pent-up anger behind it. Because again, this person is putting a lot of time in creating lies and illusions. And you're not chasing them, you don't care, That's what this person is seeing and they don't like being in this energy of grief. They almost like don't know what to do about it. It contradicts again the illusion that they want to create. And so what they see is a lot of time is going by and they're getting very impatient, right? They stayed away from you because they did want to avoid the criticism, knowing that it would anger you, thinking that possibly the spiritual connection would make you not stay in a place of like anger and not really again see their selfishness. But you mistrust this person. You already see it. You already see it. Yeah, so it's again this person comes in real fast. It's all about the physical connection. But this person again won't show vulnerability and they never came back and apologized. So, like I said, this is why you're like in a place of disgust because this person doesn't really know who you are. They keep on trying to say, this is who you are, and they try to continue to treat you in such a way. And instead of it really like bringing you close together, it's made you like shut off because what you see is that it's a karmic mate. They're very again, it's all about getting you swept up in your emotions and caught up so that they can again utilize you for what they want to utilize you for. And we know this because again, when a person doesn't forgive, it means that they want to seem superior. It means that, again, that they don't want to seem vulnerable. They don't want to seem weak. They're not going to be transparent. But again, you're not moving. So they're getting very impatient because what they see is it didn't really like affect you. It didn't affect you. Now, what I feel like is this person's also in a place where they have a lot of burdens. So they might have financial debt. They need something that you have, is what I'm feeling. Again, that's what attachment is. It's not that I'm not attracted to you and I don't like you, but I like you also for what I can utilize you for. So again, you would never agree to that. So the person always is in a place of illusions because they feel inadequate and they feel inadequate. So this connection would be all about a karmic contract. And the karmic contract is that it's an attachment, being in a relationship with somebody that emotionally doesn't give to you, but like continually takes from you, that doesn't emotionally give you anything, but would expect you to continually emotionally give to them. And if you don't, they're going to talk to other people because they need attention. They need the attention. So it's like this person is just so immature and fragmented that I don't feel like they can even be in a relationship, to be honest with you. They're not healthy enough to be for whatever reason. It's again the karmic contract is that it's the worst type of relationship. It's one that binds you to a consciousness of betrayal, victimization, one that keeps you in a real low vibration. And that's because this person is in a low vibration. And as they feel inadequate, they feel. So again, it's almost like spirit says, you already know the answers about this person. But this person wants you to not be strong within yourself. They want to get you caught up in your emotion. So Spirit says, seek wisdom in prayer, but also have an open dialogue, advice, judgment, talks. So talk to people about this. It's like because you already know who this person is. They're gonna come in very like again, very emotional, like how they always do. They're very you know who this person is. They come in very suave. There's a sense of them knowing just the right words to say. Just, I don't think that they're getting the same version of you. But this person is a past life karmic mate. So understand they're coming back into your life in this lifetime to like finish whatever was not finished. So there's a sense of dominance. There's a sense of wanting control and they may really feel as if that's love, that they get to control you and utilize whatever resources you have because maybe again that's how they've always done it, but this person's not healthy. Again, there is turbulence all the time. Like it would be like this person it doesn't want to be transparent. You would never be able to like heal any conflicts. So because what we see is, oh, they don't want to apologize. So you would always just be angry because they're avoidant. That's why the relationship's so turbulent. So this person would have to take care and concern in general, and that's not their energy. Their energy is to dominate. So again, the relationship would stay continuously in a place that's turbulent because until somebody would have to become like the lesser person would have to be like what's the word? I always say subservient, but I don't even know if that's a word. It's like kind of you would have to become like let this person dominate you because otherwise they would feel as if you were dominating them, even if you're not, you're on balanced energy. And so it's all about control all the time. Again, it's about a karmic contract that binds you. So you're not volunteering to be in that energy. It's done through manipulation. It's done through gaslighting. It's done through, and like this is the way that this person navigates, is what spirit says. And so I feel like this person might even have like they might have so many doubts, about themselves that they become so obsessed and jealous and just chaotic energy because they become so consumed by by the fact that, they if they don't get controlled. So you're not really allowed to have your own identity if you're with this person. It's like you're here for me. It's like, and so that's a it's a very like obsessive energy. So like a stalker energy. It's like a scary type energy because the person feels inadequate about themselves. And when a person feels inadequate about themselves, they have burdens. So this person might be divorced. They might have, again, a lot of child support to pay. They might have, they have burdens. And those burdens make them feel like they can't progress in their life. It's again, and understand there is no limitation. We can go through experiences where we lose everything, and guess what? We can also gain it all back 5 minutes later. And that happens because, hey, we're grounded and we have a passion and it takes on a life of its own. With like we all evolve. We all are also phoenixes that crash and burn. This person is like blaming like their life on past experiences, which keeps them burdened. We know that because when a person is burdened by things, it's like they're stuck in the past. They're not grounded. They're not doing enough to make the changes. And it's because there's a lack of confidence, which goes back to why this person, like again, creates attachments. They come in hot and heavy because they're insecure and they don't really know what they want. They just need the attention because they don't know how to fill up their own cup. So they're expecting you to do it. And so it's a very, again, like love's disguise. Like I told you, like this person, like down deep inside, is not a good person. It's like, yes, they're good looking. Yes, on the surface, they can look like they're a good person. And they can even do charity work and show you all the lovely, nice things. But down deep inside, they are not. And that's the issue. It's this person sees how good you are, though. Obviously, it's like they wouldn't want you in their life. It's you got to read between the lines, Spirit says. You got to read between the lines because this person is wild at heart. They're the desire for their freedom leads to running away and being very impulsive in their actions. So hooking up with people or doing drugs or some sort of crazy energy that keeps them in a low vibration, which means that they never learn, they never heal, which means that you will be forever their mommy or daddy or whatever. That there are hidden thorns. Again, all through this reading, look beyond the romance, discern true intentions, beware of illusions, and look, debts like money. This person has burdens, like I said. So they're like looking for some sort of help, and it's like, well, we had a connection at one point, and I still do, but they're thinking that I can utilize your whole self for what I need it for. It's like, and that's not healthy. It's not healthy. It's obsessive, it's crazy. It's like they don't have an identity. They're gonna utilize your identity, and that keeps you in a place where you're like a supply for them, but they're not never gonna give back. So, no. All I can say is big fat no. The intimate manipulation of coming in and out of your life because, they're unstable. They want to like, be impulsive. They would feel trapped in a relationship because again, a regular relationship is boring to them. So no, it's again, so have to look at your inner child wounds to see why did you attract this person into your life? So card number one, vulnerability. Card number two, protection. I can only be in a spot. So you see an unworthy card. Number four, support. And then imagination. And then shame. Right, is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Yes. So again, we have to always look at the energetic vibration, which is the emotion, why you attracted this person into your life. And so you would, again, emotional abuse, psychological abuse by shaming. And so where to the point that there was no support, you didn't feel safe, you were bullied. That's what it feels like to be shamed to the point that you feel unworthy. Well, that you don't feel safe if the parents doing that. You were taught that it wasn't safe to be vulnerable, and children are vulnerable. There's no way around it. They're sensitive. They haven't been on the earth. They haven't grown enough hard skin. They're naive. And so you were betrayed. You were taken advantage of. And so again, the imagination. A child can't run away. They detach, they disassociate, and they go inside themselves. So remember, the child that survives always thrives, and that's through the imagination, and they can create it. So understand, because you didn't feel safe, you were like in a place of terror to a point that where you were made to feel unworthy, and then you lived from that level of consciousness, which means that you attracted a person that tries to make you feel unworthy. Like, I'm going to come in and you shouldn't have such a good life. I'm going to utilize what I can see here for myself. Like, you need to be listening to me. And it's like, no, you don't. This person again is not healthy. And they would come in like that. So, and they would definitely not like boundaries. And no, they would make it turbulent all the time. There's infinite possibilities for you, is what Spirit says. And that's why this person sees that. It's like, I want to capitalize. And we've been getting that lately. So you have to be careful. Again, you have boundless opportunities that come to you when you let go of the fear, and knowing that you're worthy is that. Again, it's telling you twice, inner sanctuary, connect to your higher self, your intuition. You're very strong intuitively. Again, through the imagination, the child that survives, thrives, has psychic ability. So Spirit's saying, continue to tap in. Allow me to lead you. This is a co-creation process. And understand, don't let anyone block you from your blessings. Yes, it will require unshakable faith. So you have to be strong. Not the easiest thing to do, especially if at one time we were neglected and felt unworthy. But Spirit is saying, well, this is going to require you to really love yourself, self-love. Understand that the divine timing is at play, that you're the soul's path and everything is unfolding according to plan, and that you're exactly where you want to be. So Spirit just says, look beyond the illusion. And it's all about flowing with grace, learning to navigate difficulties with calm and acceptance. Be at peace with yourself. And that's what this was about. It was not allowing somebody to come in to your life and throw you off your path. And that the gifts that you acquired through your trauma allowed you to actually escape this person from binding you to a place that would have kept you in that childhood trauma. It's like, really, that it was all about loving yourself, in my opinion. Like, this story definitely required it, again, especially if you were felt unworthy at one time because you were shamed. Well, a lot of times, like, as a child, we want to be loved. So we overgive, we overdo, we try to get that love through outside ways to be accepted. And what happens is we always come up short. So that's what keeps us in a place of feeling unworthy. A person like tried to make you feel that way. And really, Spirit says, no, the path to light. Make the conscious choice to move forward in the light, one step at a time. You transform your weaknesses into strength by mastering your thoughts. You overcome obstacles with positivity and acceptance. Develop your gifts and extend your light to every being unconditionally. So really, this kept saying it again, is that be staying on your path. Staying on your path, being able to flow with your life regardless of what was going on in your life. And I feel like because you were brought up by a very, parent that psychologically and emotionally made you feel that, they could stop you because they bullied you and terrorized you. And this was about becoming strong and stepping into your strength and your truth, and saying, well, people can think whatever they want to think. This is about me being true to myself and me loving myself and knowing that it may not be you. That's that person that loves me, but I know that that person loves me out there. And I know that I'm going to find them on the path to my light because as I become, because as I become, hold on, because as I become more strong within myself, you become more of the energy within spirit, God, love, because the universe is love. So you become that energy. So spirit then makes you a magnet for that energy. This person only came into your life for you to see the old fragmentation as to say, well, what are you going to do with that energy? It's like because they can't stop you just because they may not like the fact that you're, evolving. So what? They don't like it. They can't do a damn thing about it. And it's up to you to, again, stay on your path and not let anyone off your path, regardless of what happens. Meaning you have to learn how to go with the flow of life and not self-sabotage yourself because of what someone makes you feel. You ashamed, someone made you feel unworthy when you were a child. Don't let anyone make you feel unworthy now. And again, you're on the path to light, which means you're only evolving, you're only getting better. And when you're on the path to light, that's when everything that's in alignment with love comes into your life. Everything with unconditional love. So it's real. It's nothing that's going to be counterfeit. And that's what Spirit's saying. It's like you're almost there. But this person was definitely a karmic test. And congratulations, you passed. All right. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.